What's good? What's good? It's your boy T Hawk coming to you live from the crib at the bando. Um, Basically today I'm just coming to talk about whatever is on my head, really and truly. But also be looking out for my album called Wake Up. Um, it'll be coming out. I plan on releasing something between this month, next month. I can't get no official date yet. Got some other things to take care of first before I can actually gig out that. But just be looking at between now and September, the end of September. I can guarantee you then. Uh, but I guess the topic of the day, I could talk about the album. We could talk about Wake Up. I have 5 songs on this EP. Um, and basically, all the songs are influential songs. I try to use and want to use my platform to influence people to do better. I can't say that I'm in the best predicament, but I mean, I'm striving for it. It's a difference when you're just sitting at home and you're being lazy and you're actually getting up to go get it. And for most of you that already know of my situation with DHR and all this stuff there, I got a lot of things pushing me to go forward right now. So this album is pretty big for me. The support is pretty big for me. You know, I have to not only show myself and show my kids that I can be a great father and that I can provide what they need, but I also got to show DHR the same. So, but I mean, even on the other basis of not even just that, I want to be able to use my platform to do something positive and uplift other people and bring other people up to the movement, get other artists to come out and stuff like that. I'm trying to form my label that'll be finished pretty soon. Got a bunch of things in motion, but the 5 songs that I have on there, Okami, which is my hit single that I'm releasing. I've dropped a little snippet of that. In the process of remaking it a little bit, tweaking it and making it sound better. Yeah, I had my radio interview. I want to say 2 Thursdays ago, and that went well. If I say so myself, it was my first one, so I was excited about that. Um, and then the other songs, I have one specific song. It's called Outsiders. It's one of my favorites on there. Uh, but we are looking at trying to add another verse to that one. That song is basically talking about anybody or anything that or anyone that feels like they're being cast aside because of their religion or their way of living, or whether you're in poverty or whether you're rich, whether you're middle class, basically saying none of that matters, whether you're black and a white, black or white or Hispanic or whatever, interracial relationships, just anybody that's always being treated a certain way because of how they choose to live their life, so, or people that feel like they can look down at you because of what you choose to do or what your preference is. So Outsiders is a broad band song that basically talks about all that. Then we have School Days, which is a song I put in third person, but it predominantly talks about me. But I talk in third person to give other people a chance to relate to the song as well. And it's talking about basically just, from when you were younger up until now, up until adulthood, what changed and how you changed, and the things that probably worked for you back then that you probably should have continued. Instead, you let other people influence you to change you, and basically saying you need to get back to that. And then we have, I'm still in the choice between Jagged Edges and Say No More for this other song. Say No More would be basically Say No More didn't come out the way I wanted it to. I say that, but it's still a good song. Because I wanted everything to be influential on here, so that was supposed to be my love song. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do Jagged Edges, and Jagged Edges is just saying fight for love. Everybody has those rocky moments where they're in these predicaments with with people, but at the same time, people understand when I say this song, don't try to apply this to that broken relationship. That means for a relationship that you know for sure, for fact, that these people are willing to change and willing to cooperate with you, willing to compromise with you, for you, because they love you and that you're willing to do the same. So, Jagged Edges is basically something that you can fix, not something that you're trying to make work, something that you can fix. It's fixable. Something that you're trying to make work, it's not fixable. That's just your mind trying to tell you that you can fix it, and it's not. It's really dead, and you need to just leave that where it's at. But last but not least, we have with everybody pretty much the people that's been in my crew with me and stuff like that say it's their favorite song, and it's called That Check. Now, those are some of probably, I done spit some harder verses, but just on some real stuff, like, That Check would probably be it, because I really went hard on that one. But it's basically talking about, instead of taking your money and splurging at the very first moment that you got a chance to, and I'm not saying that you can't take your money and enjoy life and buy, the finer things in life or do the finer things in life, but, everyday thing, every weekend, or every time you come up on another $1,000,000, there's a bunch of folks around here that stay in the hood that knew you before you got there. They helped you, probably voted on your stuff or subscribed to stuff, whatever, to get you to this moment. And it would be nice for you to take that check and go break it, and whether it's just investing 2%, 5%, 10%, whatever, into somebody else's dreams to give somebody else the same benefit. Now that means we're bringing up the community, whether and I agree with a lot of things that David Bannon and a couple of other folks say. We need to be more into our own community, but it's not saying that you can't help nobody else or that you shouldn't help nobody else, but majority of the time they have other links to other people. We're the ones around here that's being stingy and etc. towards each other because we're used to poverty, and we're trying to get away from it. And I can't say all black people, because there's a good number of black people that aren't. But at the same time, I feel like majority of us are, when we get the chance to finally get up and just be able to live life like that, we don't think about nobody else because we never had a chance to. So we try to enjoy it to the fullest before we decide we want to help somebody 20, 30 years later. And somebody probably needed that right now, be a blessing to others, because most people think of, investing money into other folks as a downfall, or I'm wasting money. There's a thing, if somebody takes the time, I say that make sure that your money is invested right. If somebody takes the time out to actually put forth effort with your effort, then yes, invest. If they're not trying to put forth effort and they want you to do it all, don't do it. But that check is basically just saying you got a platform now, and it's wise to use your platform to help influence people and leave an image for your kids and your family to remember you by, saying that you helped a lot of people before you went on or you passed on or whatever the case was, and people will remember you as that person, because whether or not you know it, that 2%, that 5% you get every month, or every time that money comes back around, you get that 5% back. So, if they made $1,000,000, you get 5% out of that $1,000,000. I'm not saying that you should do it for the money, but regardless of, your blessing comes back to you 100-fold either way. And it might double more than 5%. That 5% might end up coming to you to give you this, and then that 5% may end up turning into 10% somehow. So with that being said, that's basically my standpoint of all 5 of these songs. All 5 of these songs are to help try to push forward, but I mean, it's something you can ride to. I know. There's a couple of things I know I got to work on with myself as far as my artistry goes. I don't feel like I'm where I want to be. Most people say that I have a beautiful voice, and I have a lot of knowledge or enough knowledge on the music industry and stuff like that. But there's never enough room. I mean, you always have more room to improve. Always have more room to gain more knowledge. Always have more room to be a bigger help to yourself, so that you can be a bigger help to other people. And so I just really feel like I'm getting there to that point. So, but that's all I wanted to come to everybody today to talk about. But I'm at least looking for 8 comments or 8 comments, 8 shares. Just somebody in tune. Just tell me what you think. Any other information you want to know, just hit me up. I'm trying to see something I could offer. I want to say when I get my first few performances, I post where I'll be performing it, and I make sure that you can get in free, that you can come and see me perform and turn up with me, and me and the crew. So that's probably what I do, but just get back at me. But like I said, 8 comments, 8 shares. The majors are looking at this and they want to see that people are interacting and people are responding. So be a big help. Give me 8 comments, 8 shares. Let me know what you think. I'll be dropping a snippet of one of the songs soon, more or less Okami, the remake, and I'll be dropping the whole song as well. So get at your boy. But I hope everybody has a blessed day, that everybody stays blessed, and that you stay prayed up, and that you do what God put you on this earth to do. Live life to the fullest and dream big, reach for it. But that's all I got for you today. It's your boy T Hop. I'm out. Subscribe and share, comment. Peace.